weekend. It's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the New York Jets and the Cleveland Browns. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Oh, shit.
Here's Wilson to throw right away. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carter. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. A give up the middle to Carter. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
That's an early scrimmage that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, now Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the tight end goes in motion left. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. He'll dump this off to Carter, complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence. It allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
That's good for a Cleveland first down and 11-yard pickup. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Room here to run.
Come on.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On 1st down, Watson. That's caught. It's John Hightower. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. The Browns had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! John Hightower. His first touchdown here in the new campaign. And the Browns are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
7-7, our score after 1.
Damn, you can't do no fucking audibles while people jumping?
The Jets may have moved. Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Here's Wilson. Again, he finds more. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Elijah Moore really started to come on in the 2021 season as a rookie out of Ole Miss. Saw 8 or more targets in 4 of his last 5 games, and ended up leading the team in yardage. Expect to see a lot more first downs like we just saw there in this young man's future.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, they run with Carter. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defense in front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Well, this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And the Browns are going to be set up with a first and goal. As a nice run there, gets him down to the 6-yard line. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. And that is what you call lowering the boom down near the goal line. That's what forces way in no matter what.
We always talk about low man wins when it comes to the offensive line, having the leverage to move the defenders. It's strong man wins when it comes to tackling in the red zone. And if you happen to be the low man and the strong man, that's a huge win.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
On second and 11 now. Wilson.
Come on, this
line, but it's incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a 1st down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop it for a loss of 4. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson. That's complete to his running back, Carter. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Watson. Forced out to his left. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Watson now to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Watson. This will be taken in by Hightower. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Back to throw, Watson. The pass caught by his running back, Nick Chubb. Touchdown, Browns! Nick Chubb with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that's caught inside the 30. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
They will make me fucking fall.
In Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns are going to get the 2nd half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Trying to lay one up deep.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, and now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down.
Defenders are always happy anytime they can sack a quarterback for a loss of 10 or more yards. There's an example there. High fives all around.
Throwing on second and long. Wilson. A throw to the flat for Carter. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Over the middle and complete to Wilson.
I want to pass no fucking line of scrimmage.
Before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Here's Austin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. Now Watson. That's complete to Hightower. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. A give running right is Chubb. And some room to work. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now.
Hey, they took the cursor off.
This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He sets to fire deep. And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 23. So another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
138 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Dancing to his left. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He's got a man. That's caught.
Bruh.
Touchdown. Dalvin Peoples-Jones from 21 yards away, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Hey, man, why I can't see the cursor when you throw the ball?
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
You remember in preseason we went to different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlets.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Who you playing?
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Now Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. 30, 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Gary Wilson
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit.
Zerline connects on the extra point. And
Hey, I'm about to come back.
Down to 21.
I know so.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Tackle on that play by Quinnen Williams.
And they will not not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And again, it's Chubb. They find some open field here. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
It's hard to stop his ass when he get that X factor.
He has been tremendous all day long.
Right.
With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game. But it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. Leading the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the air now with Watson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he comes back with one complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now it's Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
You should have went for it.
Send this one through. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
Oh, man. I got a whole rebuilding stage.
To be a part of the game, well, he got in and got it done.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Your first round. Your first pick? For what?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted.
Hold on. All right. Yeah. Man, the Jets suck, bro. I ain't got no offensive line. I just got one player on defense. I got it. This is young, but man, Sauce Garden.
Several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. On the move past the 40. And he'll be brought down at the 27. CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Now,
why the fuck keep people?
The snap looked like one of the Jets.
What you trying to? What you want for him?
Start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Straight ahead.
Why you don't like Denzel Ward?
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way
I
they
feel
moved
you.
the football, partner.
Absolutely, pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd and 9. Here's Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett.
Because of the contracts.
Will take us to the 2-minute warning.
How big is the contract?
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Here's Wilson to throw. And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a turnover there as his guys
fucking fumble.
Football back. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach
I should slide.
still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
212 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. They run again on first down, Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Chubb running right. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here's Watson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
The Browns send out their punter now.
Hey, man, you gave me 15 seconds. I'm about to score.
Punt comes in the 4th quarter.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And oh my, mistake there. Backs up, takes a fair catch at the 3-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the...
Get the fuck out of here. He threw that shit.
In the end zone, and that's his safety. And this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20.
And here comes Westbrook.
Shit, good game.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner,